NEC 406.4 bone addresses receptacles in hallways, stairways, and other areas. It states that a receptacle outlet shall be installed in hallways, stairways, laundry areas, attics, basements, and garages, and at other locations where convenience is desired. Receptacle outlet shall be installed in accessible locations of habitable room areas where convenient for the intended use of the space. Then NEC 406.4b2 specifically discusses stairways. In hallways and stairways not part of a dwelling unit, receptacles shall be installed at each level, including landings and intermediate landings, when the vertical distance between floor levels is 6 feet, which is equivalent to 1.83 meters or more. Where more than one stairway is installed between floors, only one receptacle outlet is required at each level, and this outlet may be installed at any of the stairways between floors. So, to summarize the code requirements, firstly, for hallways, stairways, laundry areas, attics, basements, and garages, a receptacle outlet should be installed. Secondly, these outlets should be in accessible locations of habitable room areas where convenient for the intended use of the space. Thirdly, for hallways and stairways not part of a dwelling unit, receptacles are required at each level, including landings and intermediate landings, if the vertical distance between floor levels is 6 feet or more. Fourthly, if there is more than one stairway between floors in a non-dwelling unit, only one receptacle outlet is needed at each level, and it can be placed at any of the stairways. Note that the initial question refers to custom homes, which are dwelling units. NEC 406.4b2 applies to hallways and stairways not part of a dwelling unit. Therefore, in dwelling units, including custom homes, the requirement to install receptacles in stairways is generally governed by NEC 406.4 BERM, which states that a receptacle outlet shall be installed in hallways and stairways and at other locations where convenience is desired. So the requirement of convenience is the driving factor. Regarding the 10-foot length mentioned, the code doesn't specifically state the requirement of a receptacle based on the length of the stairway. The presence of a receptacle is based on convenience. If the stairway is part of a non-dwelling unit, NEC 406.4b2 applies, requiring a receptacle at each level, including landings and intermediate landings, if the vertical distance between floor levels is 6 feet or more, regardless of the stairway length. The term level as used here relates to different floors of a building. A landing is an intermediate platform between flights of stairs. An intermediate landing would similarly be a platform between sections of stairs, but perhaps not at a floor level. These are included in the requirements for receptacle placement if the stairway is in a non-dwelling unit and the vertical distance between floors is over 6 feet. Habitable rooms are spaces in a building used for living, sleeping, eating, or cooking, but excluding bathrooms, toilet rooms, closets, hallways, storage or utility spaces, and similar areas. This definition helps clarify where the receptacle outlets need to be conveniently placed for the intended use of the space. To determine whether a stairway should have a receptacle, consider firstly, if it's a dwelling unit, base it on convenience according to NEC 406.4 BONE. Secondly, if it's a non-dwelling unit, follow NEC 406.4b2, which mandates receptacles at each level if the vertical distance is over 6 feet. Thirdly, always ensure the receptacles are accessible. Fourthly, convenience receptacles are intended to serve small appliances and devices, providing easy access to power without the use of extension cords. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a set of standards and guidelines for safe electrical installation. The NEC is updated every 3 years. Its purpose is to protect people and property from electrical hazards. Compliance with the NEC is crucial to ensure safety and prevent electrical fires and other accidents. Electrical contractors and inspectors use the NEC as the standard for electrical installations. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local amendments for specific requirements in your area. Local codes may have additional or different requirements beyond the NEC.